Okay, Cara, so you've been there now for quite a wee while, and we want to know your understanding of Google Ads.
Okay.
Right. So tell me, how is ad rank calculated?
Guy, you know what? I do know someone who would be able to answer that question. So if you just bear with me, I'll just phone the head of PPC.
Yeah. What is Google Ads?
Google Ads are when you go on to said search engine and you type something in, they are the first posts that you see, the first adverts that you see on the page. Google Ads are also can be used for Google Shopping as well, which has taken off massively with our e-commerce clients, and also really importantly YouTube. So YouTube is the second most used search engine globally, and we also use it on social media and remarketing campaigns as well.
Okay, cool. So 4 types then: search, shopping, display, YouTube.
Yep.
That's the same. Okay. So what's the difference between a search ad on Google and Facebook ads, for example?
So when you are searching something on Google, you have an intent to buy that thing or to search for that thing. You're actually in the mindset of that. The difference with doing social media adverts is that there isn't any intent. It will be, we can use the algorithms in the search to be able to be putting the company in front of who you're looking for, their potential customer, but there's not the intent there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Okay.
That'll do, donkey. All right. So what's
You
best, Google or Facebook?
You need both. It depends on It depends on the outcome of the client or the potential client. Depends on their what they're looking for to be able to get out. So if it is sales, for example, and they're looking for a really quick return on investment in regards to people with intent going on there and purchasing it, then you absolutely need that. But also on social media, you do need the other adverts to be able to be front of people's minds for when they're not actually thinking of it, for brand awareness and for sales as well.
Careful. Different users will use different platforms. They want to be wherever someone is spending time and grabbing their attention in some manner or means.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Okay, here's a toughie. How is the customer charged? How in search ads, how is a charge incurred on search ads?
Well, the clue is in the name, is it not, Christopher Rooney? That it is pay per click. So it won't be the eyeballs that see your adverts, it will be if they click onto the advert.
Perfect. And how much is it?
That all depends. It can be hundreds of pounds, it can be a couple of pence. It just depends on the client and what we've recommended through doing our extensive research beforehand.
Awesome. So what budget does a client need to start Google Ads?
How long is a piece of string? Again, it totally depends on the actual company. It depends on how aggressively they want to do it, how aggressively against their competitors they want to as well. And with having us manage it, well, you manage it and your team manage it, we'll be able to give you an idea of that and be able to tell you if that needs to be up or down throughout the month to be able to get your return on investment. So there's not an answer to that, Chris.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, there is.
So
but we have to do a little bit into it first.
Yeah. So you could probably add on that. It depends on the area, the target market, the prominence, the competition. So yeah, you're right. Okay. So how does Google Shopping work?
So Google Shopping, the thing is, I do Google Shopping all of the time. So Google Shopping is an additional part of the search engine that is specifically for the items that companies sell. So if I, for example, went in to look for Chris Rooney hats, then it would come up with the Google shopping part of it first of all, so you actually see what cost they are and you can go directly into it. And then if you've got other PPC adverts underneath, that would come underneath the shopping, but you need to have that set up as a feature on your PPC schedule.
Okay, so the e-commerce client has a feed that will go to the merchant center. The merchant center then feeds all the product information for the clients to see.
Google
customers. That's Google Shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was the name of the club on Lothian Road that had belter student nights in the 90s?
But I loved Subway. I can't remember where you used to go.
Lothian Road.
There we go. Lothian Road. It was the big, massive, yeah. No, I can't remember it. We couldn't even remember it. We had to Google it.
Century 2000.
Century 2000. Back in the day, yeah. Chris Rooney. Yes.
Yes. Total dive.
Don't make clubs like they used to.
Yeah. Okay. 3 reasons why you should advertise on Google.
Because all of your competitors will be. It is the quickest way to be able to get return on investment for digital marketing, full stop. Competitors are doing it, quickest way for ROI, and it's very simple to do if you are in safe hands.
If you're doing it right. Yeah. So you get reach, global audience.
Yep.
Yeah. Fast results, you said, does intent. You can get up quicker, especially for new businesses. In terms of SEO, can take a lot of time.
Yeah.
You can. So what is remarketing?
Remarketing is probably the most fascinating part for me. I find it very creepy, but very good. And I am a sucker for remarketing. So remarketing can be used in so many ways between yourself and Johnny. So remarketing is when you have gone onto a website and then you have looked at something, maybe popped it in the basket and then forgotten about it. And then the weird algorithms find you on Candy Crush later on. And then they say, oh, you can have this at a discount, or lots of different ways. You can just do it as kind of mainly display ones, but the ones I love are when it says 20% off for the item that you've just been looking at. There's loads of different ways that you do it though, Chris, and it's fascinating how you do it. But that's basically what it is. It follows you around after you've been looking at something specifically on the website.
Yeah, that's it. So if you've not purchased, or say you have purchased and you're looking to bring someone back to make another purchase after 30 days, for example, if the product runs out, or there's a long sales cycle, say it's a high value in terms of the type of product, and you need time to consider. So it's that getting in front of your mind in the consideration phase.
Yep. Thank
Alrighty.
you, Chris Rooney.
No bother. That's all right.